Live from the Bay Area's news station, this is KRON 4 News Weekend.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our second live hour of KRON 4 News Weekend. I'm Marty Gonzalez.
I'm Henry Tenenbaum. No, I'm not Isabel Duran. She has the day off.
That's right. Yeah, well, many of us first heard of the Arab news network Al Jazeera through those broadcast threats from Osama bin Laden way back. Still ahead for you on KRON 4 News Weekend. You're getting that funny feeling?
Yeah, this may feel a little funny. So what would inspire a man to adopt a vegan diet, go to a contact dance jam, and undergo a colonic cleanse? It's got to be a woman, right? Yep. That's right. We'll meet the man and explain coming up on KRON 4 News Weekend. Welcome back to KRON 4 News Weekend. I guess it takes a lot of nerve to be a hearing-impaired folk singer, especially being a hearing-impaired folk singer in Alaska, which is what our next guest used to do until he gave up the folk singing for obvious reasons. Randy Rutherford is the star. In fact, he is the solo performer in a show called This May Feel a Little Funny. And if I sound a little funny, it's because I'm speaking a little louder just to make sure that Randy can hear me, because you, before we even get to your show, you were a folk singer and then you had to give it up?
Yeah, I did. In the 70s in Alaska, during the pipeline boom, I was a folk singer, and I was very happy doing that. I thought I was blessed. I was making a living playing guitar and singing, and then I started having this problem with my hearing. And I have a progressive hearing loss, and it's continued to get worse over the years. And so I have a lot of trouble with speech. I can hear people talking, but it's all gibberish. I can't tell what the language is.
Most of what I say usually is gibberish anyway, so don't worry if you're having a problem understanding me. Now, you did a show about that as well, right? A show about being a
hearing-impaired folk singer in Alaska who falls in love with his guitar teacher's girlfriend. So that created some problems for me beyond the hearing thing.
Right, yeah, hearing loss, the heck with that. You get bigger problems than that. Yeah. Okay, now your latest show is called This May Feel a Little Funny, and I've sort of hinted at it, but it's about a man who is rediscovering his youth or trying to revive his youth through the form of a young woman.
Right. I went to this dance jam after my divorce, after my wife left me.
How old were you?
I was in my early 40s.
Mm-hmm. You went to a dance jam in your early 40s?
Yeah, a contact improvisation dance jam.
Oh, okay.
With about 70 people who knew how to dance, and I didn't know how to dance. And I talk about, I'm just out of my element. My friend wants to get me out of the house and go mingle after my divorce to get to re-enter in the world. And I sort of meet this amazing dancer, and she's like a hummingbird. She's this bit of light that's amazing, and she sort of changes my life.
You call her the hummingbird woman. Do you mean that, are we talking about energy, size, style of movement?
Yeah, all of that, yeah. In the show, I do the thing about, you know, there's this sparkling bit of light, you know, and it's changing colors, blue, green, violet, and now it's dancing with people, and I go, oh, holy shit, that person's dancing with a hummingbird. And everybody moves back, and this hummingbird woman with her shimmering, her arms and wings. And
so you're in love, you're smitten.
I'm pretty struck. I'm so struck, and I'm very shy. I go up to her at the jam, and I tell her I've got a huge crush on her. And I love watching her dance, and I'm sorry that she's married. And she looks up at me, you know, her face like a gift wrapped in moonlight. And she says, oh, don't let that stop you. And I go, what?
What?
Yeah.
Well, was she? Sorta.
Well, it didn't stop me. It kind of stopped me. It didn't stop me. And then I met her again later.
Yeah. And so what things did you do to entice her, or what things did she do to transform you?
Well, she ate differently than I did. And
knives, forks, what?
She's no, vegan.
Oh, okay.
You know, they're like vegetarians, only weirder, you know.
Oh, don't say, oh, no, no. Hold it, hang on a second. Let me, either we we give them your email address, or you don't, or you take it back.
Okay, I'm sorry. He didn't say that.
So obviously she transforms your diet.
Right. And then what happens is I start traveling. She lives like 3 hours away from here, and I drive up to see her because she wants me to do one of my shows up there at this little theater. And that's how we kind of happen. And she wants me, one day I go up to see her, I haven't seen her for a couple of months, and I drive up to see her, and I go in, and she, you know, she's blue, green, violet, turquoise. I go, wow, what the hell happened to you? You look 10 years younger. And she says, Randy, you have to do this. her skin, her eyes, her face, she's glowing. She looked like a different person. Randy, you have to do the cleanse.
The cleanse.
Yeah, that's when I first heard about it. Little did I know what the cleanse was. I said, the cleanse, you mean where you drink 20 glasses of water every day for 10 days? And she says, Randy, it's not 20 glasses, it's 20 gallons. And you don't drink it.
Okay, so what we're talking about is this cleansing system that we probably won't be getting into a great deal of medical detail on. It suffices to say that it cleans out your system, and did it transform your life?
Oh, in a big way. It changed my life. Yeah, 200 gallons of water passed through me during 10 days, and I lived. So the last third of the show was about this cleanse.
So were you shimmering? Were you changing colors?
Were you? I was almost a hummingbird.
Wow.
But the end of the show talks about how she's a hummingbird and I'm not a hummingbird. Yeah. I'm too earthbound. I'll never, no matter how hard I try, you know, she's going to be going, you know, and I'll just be trying to keep up with her.
Wow.
And the other aspect of it is she wants me to do the cleanse to kind of restore my vigor and stuff, because to broaden my sexual horizons. So the middle part of the show is about broadening my
Thank you very much, Randy.
sexual.
Thank you, Randy Rutherford. The show. No, just go ahead and just while I tell people where the show is, could you just give us a little background music there? Ladies and gentlemen, this may feel a little funny. That's the name of the show. It stars Randy Rutherford. In fact, he is the show. It runs through December 2nd, Thursdays through Saturdays at 8 p.m. at, oh no, it's the Marsh, M-A-R-S-H in San Francisco, although you can march on over to the Marsh, 800-838-3006. And that's the story of Randy. Thank you.
Thank you.
When we come back, we have comedian Marga Gomez standing by, and we also have some more news and the latest weather. You're watching KRON 4 News Weekend.